Pinterest now, and after this, we're going to talk about Instagram. All right, and don't get lost. Okay, stay with me. All right, just because I use these terminologies and stuff like that, remember Allah has blessed us with a mind. We can learn it all. Don't anything out there. It's not out there just for certain people. All right, that's really why I love the opportunity to teach these classes. I can learn it. If I can learn it, you can learn it. And we can make use of it in our business. I make use of it in my business. I hope you can make use of it in your business. Anyway, Pinterest. Pinterest has developed their platform just for business. They've got a platform now that they develop it, and it's just for business. And it's excellent. It's really excellent. We're going to just look at it, some of it today. Let me review some of the basics of Pinterest. I mentioned them there, but I'm just going to review some of them. Pins. This is what they refer to pins as. Pins are like handsome little bookmarks. Just click a pin and see the site it came from. And this is really important. I'm going to demonstrate that to you. But you just click on the pin and you can see the site it came from. I'm going to show you where that can be important for your business if you're on, or if you have a site on the web. But what I found out, and at one time, you couldn't pin from Facebook. You can pin from Facebook now, okay? This is really nice. I found it when I was working with Sister Camilla and her husband, Brother Thomas, when I went to his Facebook page. And I clicked on it and I said, oh, I can pin from Facebook. I didn't know that. And I'm going to show you one of the pins I pinned from it and you'll see in just a minute. All right, so collect your pins on boards, all right? Boards are where you organize your pins. If you're a home improvement business, you could save ideas for remodeling a bathroom or a house project board, for example, all right, if you're in that kind of business. The pin cycle. Your content can have quite the life here because of the way people find and share things on Pinterest. And this is the important thing, how people find and share things on Pinterest. Okay, as I said, take a look at what we mean. Well, I'm going to kind of talk about it and walk you through it and show you because the information here is from a printout that I got. But if you decide to sign up for Pinterest for Business, remember now, sign up is free, doesn't cost you anything. They will send you this information on your email. You can print it out, and it's like a manual. This tells you how to use it, okay? Step by step. You know how connect the dots? You know how you do with a picture, and you connect the dots? That's how this is. So I can do it, you can do it. Anything I can do, I just want to explain it to you. I have an education, yes. I have a master's degree, but I don't need a master's degree to do this, okay? All you got to do is be able to read, okay, and understand, and connect the dots, all right? And you'll be able to do this. All right, so there's something that's called the pin. There's something called the repin. Now let me give you an idea of what it means by repin. How many of you all remember my discussion about Twitter? How many remember about Twitter? And you follow people on Twitter. All right, and so if you put a tweet up, you know what a tweet is? I got to take you back a little bit now. A tweet, when you put a tweet up, for someone to move that tweet on, they do a what? Retweet. All right, they do a retweet. And that means everybody who follows them sees that tweet. They retweet it, okay? It's just like spreading the word. So you tell me something, and after you tell me something, I tell all my friends something, right? The same thing, and then they tell all their friends. But this is all done virtually, okay? It's done out there in cyberspace, they say, but it's on the internet, and it's powerful. Well, there are people out there who they follow my boards. They repin. They repin something that I put up, and there's a few other things here. Click through. There's a few other things that's here, but I want to show you because it's easier for me to show you and discuss it than to just talk about it because some of us are visual learners, some of us are just learners by lecture. But I'm gonna use the visual, okay, and make it easy for you to capture it. I will say now, when you begin Pinterest, in Pinterest, not just Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, the first thing you begin with is with a profile. You got to talk about yourself or your business, because that is what people see when they first come to your page, whatever it is. They're going to see that profile. Who is it? Who are you? What do you do? What do you sell? What are you about? Okay, and they always say, make your profile interesting. Make your profile where they capture. You know, when you walk in a store, when you first walk into most stores, I hope you ought to know, when you go in most department stores, that there's a science the way they have their store set up when you walk through the door. They don't just throw merchandise up there any kind of way. There's a science the way they sit the merchandise, how they lay it out, what colors at the front, all of that is a science now. And it's designed to capture you when you walk into the store. They want you, and not only that, they want to draw you to certain sections of the store, okay? There are people who make big money advising store owners how to set their stores up, all right? Well, look at your profile the same way. Your profile says something about you, but you capture the person who come, and it makes the person who come want to, okay, I want to go and see what more they have to offer. What is this particular business or this person all about? Okay, so your profile is good. Let me read this before I go to the examples. Make some boards. What are you doing with your board? Show off your brand's personality. Okay, the Mosquez is a brand. Do y'all know that Mosquez is a brand? Mm-hmm. Okay, I want y'all to know that Mosquez is a brand. I'm gonna show you some of the things on it, but the Mosquez is a brand. Akbar's One Stop, that's a brand. That's my business, that's a brand, okay? The New Africa Group, I'm gonna show you that here. That's a brand, okay? So it says, show your brand's personality and taste by creating a range of boards, okay? That's what you do in Pinterest, okay? Clear board names and descriptions help you show up in searches. Now, you know what I mean by show up in searches? Google search, Yahoo. When people go out and they just type something in, they have to go and type something in the search engine. This is Yahoo, you type something in, and it goes out and searches. Okay, where do you think they get that information from? Okay, they get it, but they get it from keywords. And so if you put certain keywords in your description, you're likely to come up in that first page of searches. Okay, it's in the marketplace. It's called search engine optimization. Now I don't want to get too technical, but that's what it's called. Okay, and what you're doing is you're optimizing your view. So what you want to do is, the Mosquez, if they're doing something, it could be an event, it could be anything, okay, and they describing it on their Pinterest, and someone clicks on it, or they searching, they would like their information to come up along with other people's information, right? Okay, on that first page, usually people don't go past the first page. Now some of them do, but most people don't go past the first page. And Google charges extra money to people to come up in the first page. Not only the first page, the top of the page. All right, I'm doing a lot of talking, but I hope you understanding where I'm coming from. Okay, because this is true. But you don't have to pay Google necessarily to come up on the top, but you would like to come up in that first page of list of links. Okay. So start adding pins. So let me just now go and take you through the board that I've set for one of my businesses, the New Africa Group LLC. Not just my business, and not my business by myself. I'm just a part of this business. But let me go and now direct your attention to the board here. I have it pulled up on my computer. Let me turn the live stream camera, so our audience can see what we see here. Okay. If you look at the board here, you see this is a Pinterest for business site I set up. You see the name of the site, right? And you see and you can see the web address. You see the newalphagroup.com? That's my website. That's the web address of the group. And right below that, there's a description that says my profile. Now I got a little short profile here because that's all I wanted on here. The New Africa Group LLC is what? Can somebody read that for me? Yeah.
Established to support and strengthen African American businesses.
Okay, that's it in a nutshell. Yep. That's straight. I couldn't do any better. It's established to support and strengthen African American businesses. That's what the New Africa Group LLC, that's what it's all about. That's what we do, okay? That's why we exist. All right, and look to that red follow button. Mm-hmm. If you come here and you're part of Pinterest and you want to follow, you will just click on that. And you can follow this, or you can follow the site. Now let me go into it, because I haven't even logged in yet. Let me go into it, let me log in. You see, there's more to see. Just suppose you came here, okay, and this is all you saw. They say there's more to see. Sign up to discover this and save different things to try in 2015. Well, I'm gonna log in. Now, you can log into Pinterest, that's my email address. You can log into Pinterest with Facebook, or Google, or Twitter. But what I've done, I've logged in, I have a password with my email address, okay? You didn't ask you, are you a business? And you can get started here. Well, we're just gonna log in. Now, this is my personal site. This is not the one I want. I want to be in the business site. So let me see. This is not the one I want to be in. This is what I want to be. Okay. What I've done is I've set up 3 boards. I'm going to set up more, but I've set up 3 boards. This first board, I'll show you. You can tell me what the name of it is. See the name of this board. What's the name of that board?
Publications and events addressing the human condition.
Okay, and right below it?
These businesses bring
various forms of media to the marketplace. What is that?
Responding to some of the critical issues affecting human beings in today's world. Okay, that's what I put up. Okay, that's a title, and then I can always change this, and if I need to change it. But I was just starting to prepare this and get this ready for this presentation. But I'm gonna continue it. Okay. All right. So this is a publication and events board. All right. And look at the first things I have on this board. Well, you know what I was gonna put on first on this board. All right. I started with the publications. I started with the publications of right here. Publications of Imam W.D. Muhammad. All right. And let me just go to it. This is where I went to get and got this information. Right to the, this is the online store. This is the website, okay? But I want to point something out to you. Look at the top up here. You see that little P right there? That's called a pin it button, okay? And I'm gonna show you how that pin it button works. If you set this up and put that pin it button in your browser, in your browser, any website you go to, you can click on that pin it button, and there are certain things that will show up, certain pictures that will show up if they are able to be pinned, and you can look and see if you want to pin them to a board. And then this is what I did when I came to Imam Muhammad's publications store, because I wanted to look at certain things here to see if I can pin to that board. And so what I did was, I clicked on the pin it button when I got there. Now you see, this is what comes up, okay? And these are some of the pictures that if I want to use to pin. All right, I can pin them to my board. And then you can get out of here and hit the pin button again, and it goes back.
Where is it? Could you use the arrow to show where the pin button is?
Yeah, I'm going to show you where the pin, and to tell you the truth, let me show you how to get to it. It's better for me to show you how to get to it afterwards, because it's more technical. To get to how you can add that pin button to your browser. Okay. I'll see if I can do it here, but I'm going to tell you why it's a little more technical. When I tried to add it to my browser, and I used Firefox, I couldn't do it, all right? What I had to do was, I had to go out to Firefox and go in a different way where it says add a plugin. And see, I'm getting kind of technical, but I hope you all are following me. I had to add a plugin. And because of security and they're concerned about hacking, many of these browsers, they want to make sure when you add things to the browser, it secures it. So when you go that way, what Firefox does, they want you to add it as a plugin, and that's what I was able to do. And that's how I got that pin it button. Okay, so that's a couple of ways to get it. If I have time before I get through, I will go through it at the presentation. But if not, I will go through with you one-on-one to show you how to get it so you put it on your site. Okay. Okay? All right. Let's go back now to here. That wasn't the only thing I was pinned. I came here, and this was on Savior's Day, when it was just, there was advertising for Savior's Day, before Savior's Day began, right? I pinned it to this particular area. But now let me show you something else. Look at this. Look at that. I want you to see this. There's a pin it button. Here's a like button. If you say, if I like this particular area, I can click on and like it, okay? But more importantly, here, visit the site. Now let's suppose that you have something on, I pinned something on my board from your site, all right? And somebody